FlossTube.
Hi, FlossTube.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Jane.
And we're the BosStitchers. Thank you for joining us today, Saturday, May 8th. And this is episode number 20.
Hey, you know what Howie was saying? Howie's my husband. He was saying when we say hi, we should say hi, FlossTubers, because we're not really saying hi to FlossTube as in YouTube. We're saying hi to the people out there.
That's a very good point. I guess Howie must watch us then.
I hope not. I don't want him to see my haul.
That's right. Okay, I think that's good. We're going to start that off next time, huh?
All right. Yeah. All right.
Well, we want to say thank you to everyone who joined us on Thursday, April 29th for a Zoom get-together. And we met a number of you, and we were really happy to have Tracy join today at our
Hi, Tracy.
LNS at our Stitch Day.
Mm-hmm.
That was really nice to meet her in person.
Yeah.
And also Anne and her daughter stopped by
Hi,
today.
Anne.
So that was really nice.
Yeah, it was really nice to meet the both of you.
Yeah, we had a great Stitch Day today at the shop.
We had a really good turnout.
Yeah.
A lot of great projects being worked on.
Right.
Yep.
You're going to see one of those finishes coming up.
Pam was there, and she is also on FlossTube. The land
Stitching in the Land of Good Enough.
Yeah.
We hadn't seen her in a long time.
So it was really nice to see her again.
She had a beautiful finish.
Yeah. Watch her because you'll see her finish.
Yes.
So.
Yeah.
One other just quick story I have, because I gotta just show you guys some pictures. I'll insert a couple of pictures. So this year I'm trying vegetable beds.
Oh, good.
So raised beds for my my vegetables. Garden. And one of my beagles. I guess she must have heard me say that it was a bed, because she jumps up, like it's only, I don't know, foot high.
Because they're pretty close to the ground.
Yeah. So she jumps up there, and I've caught her more than once in the bed, like just standing up there. So yesterday, my husband goes, Jane, come here, quick. So I go out there, and she's like laying on top of one of the beds, just like looking at us like, what? You said it was a bed.
Probably nice and soft, huh?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I'll insert a couple of pictures. This is one of my beagles. Her name is Lefty. So, yeah. So, all right.
And how's Daisy doing?
Daisy's doing pretty well. Daisy has to have an operation. She has a lump on her parathyroid, which is making her not want to eat.
That's not Daisy.
No, that is not Daisy.
No.
Yeah, so she's gonna go in for an operation in a couple of weeks. So we're trying to get her. So right now I'm cooking chicken for her. So she'll probably never go back to dog food again anyway. Yeah.
Who needs that? Well,
all right.
We wish her all the best.
Yeah, thank you. All right. I am going to throw out the first stitch.
Would you like to throw out the first stitch too?
I would love to throw out the first stitch. All right. So, I didn't talk last time about my plans for Mania. Ooh. And I was kind of thinking about what I was doing. I hadn't really solidified anything. But what I was thinking was, so I started out the year with 49 projects, finished a few of them. I also worked on a bunch of them because I did the riff off, and then I would work on other ones that were part of the challenges. So I figured out that I had 28 projects so far that I haven't touched yet this year. So what I think I'm going to do is save 6 of them, because 6 of them are Christmas themed I haven't touched.
And we'd like to do Christmas in July.
Right. So I'm still not going to touch those until July unless they come up for a challenge or something. And then, so my other 22 projects, I was thinking that I would touch every one of them in May.
Oh, okay.
So probably won't get a lot of stitching in, but at least I will have...
You going for 200 stitches? Or?
I'm going for a day.
Okay.
You know, whatever that happens to be.
Yeah.
So, you know, maybe one evening I'll stitch on something.
Right.
And if I really like it, maybe I'll stitch on
and
something else.
And you keeping up with your 30 minutes a day on your...
I am. So I actually, there were a couple of days now that I did miss a couple of days, I have to admit.
Okay.
But I did make up the time. So I haven't stitched on it every day, but I did put a bunch of stitches in it.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Anyway, so for No New Starts this month, they also have a birthday sale, and they do 2 birthday stitch-alongs every, well, it's a start, no, it's not, it's a stitch-along, not a start-along, is what they call it on No New Starts. Anyway, there's 2 birthday challenges every month, so for the first half of the month, it's they pick designers, and they... so you stitch on that designer.
Okay.
And this month is Lindy Stitches, and I just happen to have a Lindy Stitches that is part of my whips, and the one I'm doing is called Ride Forth Singing. And it says, if thou hast a fearful thought, tell it not to a weakling. Whisper it to thy saddle bow and ride forth singing. And this is where I am right now. So I put in some of the words, maybe. So I put in some of the words, and I put in the horse's tail and the horse's butt. And what I thought I would do is do the whole outline of the horse, and then fill it in. So the horse is supposed to be done in Freedom, but I can't find Freedom anywhere. Nobody has Freedom. So rather than wait, what I thought maybe I would do the words first, but then I really wanted to do the horse. So I started doing it, and I'm using cast iron skillet instead of Freedom. So I'll just have a black horse
for the other colors.
Yes, so far.
I really like that.
So far.
Great. That's
it's
in the
soot.
Oh,
yeah, that's soot.
Aptly named.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so that's
nice.
That one. Oh yeah. You want? Okay, great. And here's the bag.
All right.
Another one that I worked on is called Ask, Seek, and Knock. This is an Erica Michaels. Ask and it will be given to you, seek and you will find, knock and the door will be opened to you. And let's see, which way does it go? It goes this way. I just started doing the hinges on the door. So I brought this up and put the other hinge on. So I also started again. So this chart is Samhain in Salem, and it is Hemlock and Rye Stitchery. Julie, Kansas City Girl in a Colorado World, is the designer for this. And I originally started this out on fabric. It was a gray. It was called Winter Moon. And realized after I had put in a bunch of the middle, luckily I started in the middle, and once I put in a bunch of the window frames, realized that it was not going to fit on that fabric. And realized that the fabric was probably like a 28 count. So this one, I changed fabrics and was able to start it with no penalty because it wasn't a new start, it was a restart. And this was like kind of one of those, like a happy accident.
Yeah.
Because I think that this fabric is
really
really nice. So I changed it to, this is a picture of this plus, and it's called Highland.
That's showing up really well, too.
Yeah, and I think it's going to look really nice because I'm going to use the called for over dyes.
Yeah.
And let's see, so this one, let's see, can you hold that?
Sure.
So it will be that the blue house is over here, and so there's blue here and there's yellow here, and I was thinking maybe I would do it. I wanted to try it, so I wanted to try blue on blue, and then I decided no, I wanted the blue on the yellow.
Okay.
And then so that is Chesapeake Bay, and the middle house is Williamsburg. It's a Weeks Dye Works. And the last one is Yukon Gold, and that is another Weeks. So
Great colors.
I think it's going to look pretty good.
Yeah. And as we always comment, Jane, Julie just totally got it right for the feeling and the flavor of those
if you've ever been to Salem,
Salem.
Yeah, you can really, it really feels like Salem.
Yeah, she really nailed it.
She also has a new set that she just came out with. It's called Spring in Williamsburg Trio, and those are also very pretty. So you can get her charts on Gumroad, and we will link it below. She puts them on Gumroad as free patterns, but if you'd like to give her a little donation, you can feel free to do that. So, like I said, that was a happy accident because that, there you go.
Glad you didn't get any further on that.
Yeah,
but
yep. My next one is, this is a Calvin and Hobbes design, and I got this, I actually got it off of eBay, and this pattern is just awful to work with. So all the way around there's no back stitching, they're full stitches as kind of the outline. And the chart is hard to read, and it's very difficult to get the stitches right. So I'm just honestly, I'm kind of making it up as I go along, and kind of looking at the picture and trying to decide where to put the colors. So I'm using some of the chart and trying to put it together.
You did a good job with that, though.
Kind of piece by piece. I do have Hobbes done, and except for I'm gonna back stitch him. So Hobbes and a little bit of the greenery there, and I think he's coming out pretty good for not really being able to have a pattern.
Yeah, that's very good. I love that fabric too.
Oh yeah, I haven't been telling you anything about my fabrics, but this one's really nice to work on. It's a 28 count Jobelan, and it's called Spring Morning by Color and Cotton.
Yeah, really nice feel to it.
And I'm just using a bunch of DMC. Let's see, and then so there's that.
Right.
And then the project that I try to work on every day for at least 30 minutes is Lila's studio, called Let Freedom Ring. And this is on a 36 count linen called Pampras Grass. It's a Seraphim fabric, which she doesn't dye anymore, but if you get a chance to get some Seraphim fabric, it feels really nice, and it's really nice to work with. I'm not exactly sure, you want to hold that side? I'm not exactly sure where we left off the last time, but what I did, I put in the acorns, I know, since the last time, and I filled in This border is actually filled in with stitches, so I filled that in.
Think you got some more done on the carriage, maybe?
Maybe.
And on that side of the building?
So, yeah, so then this side I did a little.
Yeah. Very nice. I love seeing the progress on that one.
Yeah, I like, yeah, sometimes I think, oh my God, I'm never going to get this done.
But it's coming along all right.
Coming along.
30 minutes a day does the trick.
Little by little.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, like I said, I totally forgot to mention all the fabrics that everything's on, but I will have it in the description box below. If you have any questions, you can email us or, you know, send us a message on Instagram, and I would be happy to answer any questions. Those are my whips. What do you got?
Well, I'm afraid mine's a shorter list here. I believe I showed Let's Talk Spring last time when I was still working on the white, which is DMC 3865. Oh, you know what? Isn't that awful? I didn't even bring that one whip to show, and I didn't bring my picture over. You'll have to use your imaginations, I guess. So I've started to put in a bit of the color, and I've got some green grass down here and a couple of buds and just a little outline on the bottom in blue. So I've got
how much more to go?
Geez, I guess I hate to back myself into this in case it's not done by next time, but there really isn't too much. Once you get that white and the lettering over, it's probably a half dozen colors and just some, there's a bird's nest in here, an umbrella, and then just some of the finish the raindrops and that detail. So I don't think there'll be too much to go. I think I can actually get that done.
Yeah.
Next time. I didn't want to iron this because I've got some white marks here from my Q-snaps that I need to get out. But yeah, so this is a easy, enjoyable stitch. Nice one to work on today at our stitch day. Yeah.
All right.
No
finishes?
No finishes for me or FFOs.
Okay. I have no FFOs.
But
I have 2 finishes. Could you give me the board?
Yes.
Okay. So the first one, I'm stitching this for my great niece. She is turning 1 next month. And I'm stitching mermaids. And while I was stitching mermaids, it's done now. And here it is.
And it is a beautiful finish.
I decided not to do. Oh, you want to hold it?
Yeah.
Okay. I decided not to use, I decided not to do the word mermaids at the bottom. The fabric is 28 count linen. It's called Mediterranean Sea. And the floss that I used are not the called for, but it's kind of over-dyed in the same colorways. So the eyes of the mermaids and the eyes of the fish are French knots. And the necklaces here were supposed to be French knots too. So 4 little French knots on each mermaid. And I just could not get them to lay right. I couldn't do 4 in a row that looked the same or looked uniform or with a, so I said forget about it and decided that I would put beads on it. So all the necklaces are little white beads. I also changed the skin tone. I think, I want to say that this one is probably, the green one is probably the only one that was the called for skin tone. But the purple one I used 437, and then the green is 754, and the blue one is 738, and the pink is 3064. So I thought they came out pretty cute.
Yeah. I love this.
Yeah.
Gonna frame that?
I am going to frame it, and I better get going on it because her birthday is June 2nd. So, yeah, it's coming up quick.
Okay.
All right. And then today...
A late breaking finish.
That's right. Today I had a finish. And this is Pilgrim Fathers sailing from... And how did you say it? I said Delfshaven?
Delfshaven, so I'm going with you.
Oh, it might be right. I don't really know how to say it. But,
is that Dutch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because see the windmill?
Oh yeah, that's your first clue, isn't it?
And I what I did was I finished everything, and then today I just left the sails to fill in, so I was able to do that at Stitch Day without having to worry about counting, and yeah, so I think that came out pretty cute. And I might have it made into kind of a longer pillow, kind of like what what they have here. I think that might look nice.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty darn good.
Yeah. So so that's 5 finishes for me in
That's good.
5 months.
Yeah.
So
you're
I'm okay.
kind of ahead of the curve on
I'm
May.
good. I'm good with that. So
8th.
yeah, I want to get some of the bigger ones done.
Yeah.
But all in good time.
I know.
All right.
Shall I go into haul since mine is pretty modest?
Yeah.
Well, I just have some fabric. And my first is I joined the Coloring Cotton Fabric Club, and I had been waiting for that for some time to get into that. So I was happy when there were a number of openings that came up. This is 28 count lugana, and there may be some other openings as well, but that was sort of 28 count was one where they had a goodly number, so I managed to get in on that. And this is called Spiced Honey, and Jane got this as
really
well.
Pretty, yeah.
Yeah, I really like that. In fact, I had mentioned last time I had bought a Twin Peaks pattern through TPP shop on Etsy, and didn't like the original color I got, and Diane in the shop had kindly given a substitute, but I was saying to Jane, I think this is darker even than what I received there, and that this is one I'll think of for my winter scene on that. So this has a variety of uses I'll be happy to get. Then I got a little piece of 32 count Crystal Da Vinci, Picture This Plus, and I had ordered this for a small beach scene, which I'll likely use it for, but if not, I feel like this has got a lot of possibilities, kind of Halloweenish looking too, even. So we'll see about that.
Now that's what you did. My cone runneth over.
That's
on, right?
But it wasn't
crystal.
opalescent, but yes, right. And this is Fabric Flare, Old Library Marble. And I had, maybe I'll take the board for that.
Yep.
I had ordered this back in January, and it began to occur to me by the end of April that I never got this. So I started making inquiries. I don't know if that shows up that well, but although this isn't terribly dark, but it is
I think
modeled.
that's pretty good.
Yeah. Of Stitchery Express, and I did eventually get this in the last week. And Jane, it reminded me of your tale of woe with the Salem stitches, the piece of fabric that you started it on. And after that, Jane kindly bought each of us a fabric gauge. And I'm going to be using this because per my invoice and what I likely would have ordered, it says 28 even weave is what I ordered. But it looks like that someone had written over, this had said something linen on it. And it's written with magic marker over this 32E, presumably for even weave, which it is. So I think before I get started on this, I'm going to have to make sure that I know what the... I think it might be 32, which is fine, but yeah.
That's definitely not 28.
Yeah.
It might even be 36. I don't know, but
I don't know.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's a bit of, I guess you could say, a mystery fabric. So might have it for my. I bought that for. I won't maybe be using it anytime soon. I bought that for my. That was also a Twin Peaks pattern, and it's a roomy quote, and it was done as a monochromatic in red, kind of they had it out around Valentine's Day, so I got a while to think about that anyway and work on that one.
Okay.
How about you?
That's it?
Little haul?
Yeah. Let's see. All right, let's do, as part of No New Starts, I participated in the riff-off, and that was a couple of episodes ago, if you'd like to go back and watch that. They did a random drawing for people who participated in the riff-off, and I won a prize, and they sent this to me, and the pattern that they sent me was Lindy Stitches, and this is the 3 Snows. And I don't have this one, and I think it's so cute.
I do too.
Yeah.
That's one I've eyed for a number of years.
Yep. So if you'd like to borrow it,
all right,
you can.
You can't start it, but
that's right.
Nothing's stopping me.
That's right. I'm also in the Crazy Annie's sledding ornament club. It's called Let's Go Sledding, and I got installment number 5 for the ornament club.
Those are really cute.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do with all of these, but...
You did do a number of sleds one year, though, as Christmas gifts.
I did a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I gave. Let's see. I did a dozen of them because I gave 4 of my friends. I gave them each 3. And then I've been collecting the Snapshot, and I haven't been able to find them in a lot of places. So while they were still available, I thought I better get them all.
You better. You better. You'd be kicking yourself otherwise.
That's right. So these are the Pine Mountain Snapshots, and I got January.
That almost makes January look fun.
Yeah. And February. Tiger is
very irritating today. I think his problem is he wants to sit right near the action here, and there's plastic bags now on his chair. And
March. April. And May.
Oh, that's a cute one.
And now I have the set.
Oh, great.
There was another chart that I've been looking at for a while, and what did we decide today? If you've looked at a chart more than 3 times, you have to buy it. I think that was one of the rules we came up with today at Stitch
I
Group.
think so.
Yeah.
I think you crossed that line. So
actually, this one it's 13 Colonies by Little House Needleworks, And this has been out of stock for a while.
Oh.
So now it's back in stock. So I decided I better get it. I did see that Pam, Just Keep Stitchin', had started this, and I just love, I mean, the middle is full coverage, but it's really pretty. Kind of reminds me of a By the Bay pattern. And so these are the 13 colonies. I was thinking that maybe when I do it, I mean, I don't know my history all that well, but I was thinking that I might put them in order that they became colonies.
I bet Pam would know that.
Probably.
Yeah.
And Virginia is first, but the second one here is Georgia, and I don't think that was the second one.
I don't think so either.
And I bet the designer put them this way because that's the way they fit best.
I bet you're right.
But I might look at recharting the colonies and see if I can put them in order without
because then you'd always
driving myself
them
crazy
too if you did that.
Yes,
you put the time into it.
That's right. Hey, no licking me.
Yeah. Quite annoying.
And then the last thing I got, well, no, actually not the last thing I got, but I got the Christmas Village St. Nicholas Cathedral. And this is the last one that I wanted to get in this series. I'm planning on someday doing a bunch of them on one big piece of fabric.
Yeah, that would look nice.
Yeah. So that's that. So we went to the World in Stitches today, and we hadn't been there for a while because Randy was having some health issues. Well, she's better, and so we were able to go, and of course, you know, she had a bunch of stuff in stock, and she also had a bunch of patterns that she was holding out on for me, and there was a box that I hadn't seen before that I had to go through. So I did, and just found a couple of things. Just this little Mill Hill kit. My husband really likes penguins, so that's a little penguin on skates.
That look nice on the tree.
Yep. This is an oldie but goodie, 1989 Prairie School Santa.
That is a vintage one, huh?
Yeah, and I like the cardinals. So that'll be fun to do.
Yeah.
And you have a bunch of Prairie Schoolers.
I do,
and if you don't have that one, that might be nice to put in your collection.
I think so. I don't know that I have any that go back that far.
Yeah. This is a Dickens Village sampler. It is by Margaret and Margaret, Sampler Designs and Traditions.
Guessing that they're not designing any longer?
Probably not. They're from Kissimmee, Florida. We used to have friends that lived in Kissimmee, and they used to say that in the daytime it's called Kissimmee, and at night it's called Kissimmee.
That's good.
Anyway, that's the Dickens Village. Little sampler. A couple of other older ones. Donna Vermillion. This is Wildflower Alphabet. And I just thought this was really pretty. This is a permanent of Copenhagen. Pretty. This is tulips, and it just caught my eye because it's just all tulips and a pretty.
This is the month
pretty alphabet. And then this one I had never seen before. This is another Lila's Studio. It's called With the Needle. And it says, flowers, plants, and fishes, beasts, birds, flies, and bees, hills, dales, plains, pastures, skies, seas, rivers, trees. There's nothing near at hand or farther sought, but with the needle may be shaped and wrought.
You got it all in there.
Yep.
Very pretty colors in that.
Yeah. so I had never seen this before. From what I understand, there is a second one that she has that actually has these 3 plus a 4th
really?
piece to this. So I might look for that. But I thought that was really nice. Just a couple of other things. Jen from our stitching group today, hi Jen, she brought in some little coffins. So I got a couple of these, and I will be trying to figure out what to put on this. So that would be nice.
Little Halloween stitching.
Little Halloween stitching, and then
the Just Cross Stitch special Halloween issue should be coming out soon.
Oh yeah, yes.
I might give you some ideas.
Yep. And then our friend Kristen from the stitching group brought in these little charms that she didn't think that she would be using. So she had a number of them, and a bunch of us took one. So this is a mermaid skeleton.
You never know when you're going to need one.
You never know when you're going to need it, and you know it might fit very nicely somehow in this box. So anyway,
right. Get the creative juices flowing on that
right.
one.
That's my haul.
Well, very impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can always find something.
I know.
Yeah.
Always something out there.
Yeah.
So I guess we next wanted to go on and mention that we had planned on going to a retreat at the end of July that Arlene Cohen of Works by ABC was presenting. And unfortunately, Arlene made the difficult decision to call that off. She surveyed the group, and it didn't seem as if there were enough people that could really commit to unconditionally going at that time.
Yeah.
So we'll put that on hold for another year, and
yeah. I mean, Arlene has done these retreats before, so there's no reason to think that she might not, that she might not do it again if things, kind of improve. So, but we did hear some news.
Yes, we did. We heard from on Instagram when Pam of Just Keep Stitching posted that Needlework Galleria is on. And that's very exciting. That is one of our favorite events. Excuse me. And that will be in September. And looks like that's going to move ahead as planned. And that's is planned by Kathy at Inspired Needle.
Yep, so and they have it at the Embassy Suites in St. Charles, Missouri, which is about like a half-hour ride from St. Louis. So you fly into St. Louis and
nice little town.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, so that was good news.
Yeah. And
any updates on Frugal Yankee in November?
Let's see. No, not really sure how they're doing for vacancy. But if you're interested, it is November 5th through the 7th at the Stitchin at the farm. It's at the inn at East Hill Farm, and I'll have I'll have their website and their phone number listed below if you're interested in going to a retreat in New Hampshire. Right. Yeah. I think that's about it
for events. Yeah.
What are you doing for Mother's Day?
We're gonna go to, my daughter is taking me for a manicure in the morning. Nice. So that's fun. And then our usual tradition is to head to the Arnold Arboretum in Jamaica Plains section of Boston for Lilac Sunday. And last year it was canceled, and this year the festivities, they have, it's the one time you can legally picnic in the Arboretum, and they usually have the food trucks come, and they have some entertainment, and it's really nice. And unfortunately, all those extras are out. But the Arboretum is still open to walk in, and today we didn't really care because we were inside stitching all day. But today was a great day here. It's kind of cool and overcast, but I think tomorrow's supposed to be nicer.
Yeah.
So we are hoping to head there and walk through the Arboretum, and I'm hoping to have some pictures of lilacs that we could post for the next opening of BosStitchers. So yeah, we'll see. Yeah,
What about stitching plans?
Stitching plans. Well, let's see. I know this sounds like a broken record, but I'm gonna finish that Let's Talk Spring.
Okay.
And if it's Mother's Day tomorrow, then Father's Day isn't that far behind.
No.
And I still haven't started that little, I guess sampler you'd call it, of a Bible verse for my husband for Father's Day. So that is definitely next on my list. Okay. Yeah, that's one of those
in 4 weeks?
I think I could.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All right. I'll have to put my mind to it.
All right. That sounds good.
And how about you? You kind of went over your mania plans?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, I sort of talked about my mania plans, so I'm just going to keep stitching on different whips so that I can touch every one of them in May. Probably, like I said, won't get a ton of stitching on any of them, but I want to put a few stitches in some of them. And then we were also talking today that I am thinking about retreats and what I'm going to stitch at retreats.
Yeah.
So, the idea for me would be to do outlining and for today I had everything done on this piece and I had all the sails outlined. So then today, all I did was fill in.
That was good planning ahead.
Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking about for retreats too. Taking a look at my whips and deciding what I can do for fill-in stuff to take with me.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
Yeah. So
I should start doing that now. And a small, at least, right?
Oh yeah, I got to do a small.
One of them.
For Frugal Yankee, I have to do a small, and I don't know what I'm going to be doing.
Get going on that too.
Yeah, that's All right.
All right.
So I think that's it. We'll see you again in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe Memorial Day weekend even.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Will
that be Memorial Day weekend?
I think. Oh no,
No, it won't be.
Yeah,
No.
All right.
So the weekend
we'll figure something out.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So until then,
happy stitching, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.